This is Jonathan Agra, Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Prince Patel, the man himself here in London. Prince, you fought the other week here on a Dean White show at Tolworth. How was it?
It was good. It was my first fight back in the UK after 6.5 years, and I enjoyed it. Got the win in the 5th round, which is always good to get it inside the distance. And yeah, back in the UK now, selling 300 plus tickets. I'm just ready to get on TV now, hopefully.
Tell me about the opportunity Dean gave for you, because he's been doing his shows for a year or so now, and he's been giving loads of guys opportunities. Yeah,
Dean's a full advocate for diversity in boxing, so me and him linked up, me being the first ever Indian Commonwealth champion, him being obviously an advocate for diversity. I thought, you know what, on the smaller based outlets, I think he does the best like presentations for his shows, so we just linked up and it just made sense to go with him.
Obviously, I haven't spoken to you sort of before about this, but a lot of people are interested in knowing why you decided to fight outside of the UK in loads of different places. Just explain why you made that decision.
Truthfully, it started off with I finished with Frank Warren. I was then going to sign with someone else. That never worked out in the end. And then I just didn't really want to tell my friends to buy a ticket to watch me fight a guy with a losing record. I just thought I'd just do it all on my own abroad, jump in the away seat sometimes. Was getting the wins, thankfully. And then now that I want the big fights against the top-rated people, it makes sense to be asking my friends and family and supporters to be buying a ticket now. I don't feel like I'm conning them, which is obviously what I feel a lot of boxers do. They're begging their friends and supporters to watch them box someone who's got no wins and 300 losses. I'd rather, keep it a bit like I want them to get their money's worth, basically. Have a proper fight against someone with a winning record, just coming to win. That's the reason why.
So tell me, like, the weight you're campaigning at, because I've seen you talk about fights with loads of different people.
I'll fluctuate around depending on what's on offer, on what money's on offer as well, and also what titles are on offer. Like, I believe I can win a world title. I believe I can be the first Indian world champion, whether it's fly, super fly, maybe bantamweight as well. And obviously certain catchweight matches against people I believe I could still beat, like an Isaac Lowe, who I don't believe is that great. So that's why I'm saying, like, me and him, it makes sense. I don't think he's that great, so I'm saying we can meet in the middle and I can just beat him.
So this rivalry with Isaac Lowe, you're saying that he's a fury too much or things like that. What's your opinion on Isaac Lowe?
I don't know. Ask anyone their opinion on Isaac Lowe. All he's known for is for rimming Tyson Fury. Realistically talking, if you took him away from Tyson Fury and you took away the opportunities Tyson's given him, where would he be? He'd be stuck on small shows doing nothing because he's not marketable. He don't look good in the slightest, and he can't box that great. So he'd just be stuck in the club with no one that wants him.
That fight can happen next, maybe?
Well, I've spoken to some promoters that are interested in making it. We just got to agree the weight, and then he gets himself knocked out.
And then I see you and Sonny Edwards always have a back and forth. Where did that rivalry even stop?
I never really had a problem with Sonny. It was more me and his brother used to box every year in the amateurs. The score is 6 fights, 5-1 to him. I beat him once, he beat me 5 times. I know it sounds really bad, but I would say probably it should be 3-3. I put him down numerous times as well where he's been counted. But me and Sonny, we never really had a problem. I just think the rivalry me and his brother had, he probably just thought he could jump on it, if that makes sense. And then when you look at the lower weight guys in the UK in general, there's no one to really mention. And I feel that I carry a bit of a name in the lower weights, and I felt like at the early part of his career he was just trying to attach to my name to try and get people to click on his videos, to watch them and stuff. Sonny is a good boxer, I'm not going to take that away from him, but I believe if we box, I have the tools to beat him. I've got more length, got more girth, and I hit too hard for him.
In terms of Sonny Edwards, it seems unless you can nail him clean, you can't beat him on a decision. That's what it seems from the outside. So how would you go about winning?
That's what people think from the outside, but let's just remember I've got a lot more length than him. He's a very small guy, so he's like that big, maybe that big at a push. I've got way more height than him, so if anything, he's going to have to show something that he hasn't shown before in order to beat me. I've never seen him fight someone my sort of size in the pros. So we'll see it. We'll see how the fight goes if he accepts it.
And what did you make of the fight on the weekend, Tank and Garcia?
It was really good. A really good fight. I'm not going to take anything away from Garcia because obviously to have the record he has and beat the guys he's beaten, like Luke Campbell and stuff, he's obviously really good. I just felt he stayed a little bit too upright. I know it's a lot easier said than done, obviously because Tank's an amazing fighter, but I just felt like he was a bit too upright, was a bit too eager to work, and he said it himself, like his attention span was the problem in the fight, which he felt was the problem. But obviously Gervonta Davis is a special talent. I'd like to see him against Shakur Stevenson, because I think both of them are the standouts in my opinion. And that's not necessarily just in the division. I believe pound for pound as well, I believe Tank and Shakur Stevenson are really, really good.
And then is there anyone if you can name one boxer in the world that you'd love to spar, who would you choose?
I'd like to spar Floyd Mayweather. Like, I believe he's the best to ever lace a glove, and just to be in the ring and say to people that I've sparred him, and be able to one day when I have kids and they have kids and stuff like that, to tell them that I jumped in the ring with him. Hopefully I get the footage of it. Even if he does beat me up, it's okay, like it's against the best ever, so it's alright.
And is an exhibition with him something that interests you maybe? He's doing quite a lot of them.
An exhibition with Floyd?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'd actually do that for free. Yeah. I know, like, people would say I'll do it for the money, but like, just to be involved with a guy like Floyd, be part of his legacy, so it would mean a lot to me. Yeah, definitely.
And finally, you're good at marketing yourself, getting your name out there and stuff like that. What do you think of what these influencers do on Misfits and stuff like that?
Look, I have nothing wrong with what they're doing. They're using their platform to bring more eyes to boxing, which is a good thing. I like the fact that they're getting people talking about boxing, and to be honest, I'm never going to knock another man for trying to make money, or woman. They're doing really well. People are obviously interested in it. The numbers speak for itself, and good luck to them. Hopefully one day maybe I could jump on one of their things.
Would you ever go to one of them and start calling some people out?
To be honest, yeah, I wouldn't mind fighting someone like a KSI or Jake Paul, but I'd want to put a bit more girth on. I feel like the weight I'm at, to be honest, even if we was doing it with the weight gap, that would be a selling point. Obviously, me being a 30-1 pro boxer with 25 KOs, only being in the lower baby weights, if I was to fight one of them guys who are like, what, 14 plus stone, I don't know, man, I think that would be pretty good.
Time rule it out. Prince Patel, thanks for your time. Just tell everyone where to follow you.
Prince Patel 1993. Make sure you follow, and also Prince Patel TV if you want to follow me on YouTube.
When do you reckon you'll be back in the ring?
We was going to do June, but then we're talking about maybe a fight on TV now, so maybe if the TV one's a little bit delayed, I'll have a warm-up one, not a warm-up, but like a fight in July, and then maybe September for a TV one or something.
Well, we look forward to some entertainment coming soon. Prince Patel, back in the UK. Appreciate your time. Thank you.